Welcome to Chicago, the home of your National Association of Realtors and the host city of this year's Realtors Conference and Expo.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage your conference co-chairs, Rebecca Thompson and Colin Mulan.
Love you too.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Realtors Conference and Expo. I'm Rebecca Thompson, co-chair of the Meetings and Conference Committee, and with me is your committee co-chair, Colin Mulan. Welcome to Chicago. This is my hometown, the Windy City, city of big shoulders and the city that works. Absolutely. Now, some of you may have also heard us referred to as the second city. And all I can say is that this week, we are definitely the first city of real estate for our 1.3 million members and our over 20,000 conference attendees. Absolutely. Now, in recent months, natural disasters have caused catastrophic devastation in various parts of our great country and its territories. Now, when major disaster strikes, the Realtors Relief Foundation stands ready to help families who have endured unimaginable loss. Thank you, Realtor family, for standing with us. To date, over $2 million has been collected and distributed to those in need. Give yourselves a hand. Now, the need for disaster funding this year is extraordinary. Last year in Orlando, we introduced Dress Down and Donate Day to raise funds for victims of disaster. This event is back by popular demand. We have designated tomorrow as Realtors Relief Foundation Denim Day. So stop by the Realtors Relief area outside of Hall F1 to donate and pick up your wristband. Now wear the band as both a token of our appreciation and to show your support of the Realtors Relief Foundation. Once again, thank you, Realtor family, for your generosity and your support over the years. Now, Chicago rose from the ashes of the Great Fire of 1871 to become one of the great American cities. The first skyscraper was built here, the Ferris wheel debuted here, and the National Association of Realtors was founded here. Our future is bright, and like this year's theme states, the sky's the limit.
Rebecca and I are fortunate enough to be a member of a committee that helps guide and develop many aspects of this, including the theme and the programming. These members have volunteered hundreds of hours to make this event informative, memorable, and fun. Are you guys having fun? You having fun? All right. Will the members of the Meeting and Conference Committee who are here with us today please stand and be recognized? I would also like to acknowledge and thank big time NAR staff for their hard work and efforts to make this event such a success, and thank you. And a very special thanks to our general session sponsor, the Accredited Buyers Representative designation, of which Rebecca and I are both part of, members, whatever. The Accredited Buyers Representative designation is for real estate buyers agents who focus on working directly with buyer clients at every stage of the home buying process. The ABR designation provides valuable real estate education and access to members-only resources, including exclusive networking and referral opportunities. For more information about the ABR designation, please visit the booth number 2425 in the Realtor Pavilion and Trade Expo.
NAR is honored to welcome and recognize our international guests here today. Our cooperating agreements with real estate associations throughout the world are creating global opportunities for all of our realtors. This week, we have more than 1,100 real estate professionals from over 60 countries in attendance. Absolutely. Now please join us in recognizing the countries represented here today.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flags of NAR's cooperating associations. Argentina. Australia. Austria. Bahamas. Belarus. Belgium. Belize. Brazil. Bulgaria. Cambodia. Canada. Chile. China. Colombia. Costa Rica. Czech Republic. Denmark. Dominican Republic. Ecuador. El Salvador. Finland. France. Germany. Ghana. Greece. Guatemala. Honduras. Hungary. India. Indonesia. Ireland. Israel, Italy, Jamaica, Japan, Korea, Latvia, Lebanon, Lithuania, Malaysia, Mexico, Mongolia, Netherlands, New Zealand, Nicaragua, Norway, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, Philippines, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Russian Federation, Serbia, Singapore, Slovak Republic, South Africa, Spain, Sweden, Taiwan Association, Thailand, Turkey, Ukraine, United Arab Emirates, United Kingdom, Uruguay, Venezuela, Vietnam, the flag of the United States of America. And representing the National Association of Realtors, your 2017 Treasurer, Tom Riley. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage to sing the Star-Spangled Banner, the national anthem singer for the Chicago Blackhawks and fan favorite, Jim Cornelison.
Hello, hello. Good afternoon, everybody. We have a kind of special and unique tradition here in Chicago where we cheer the national anthem. It is a unifying and positive thing. And just for kicks here, how many people are from Chicago? And how many from out of town? All right. Well, the people from Chicago can show you the way, but we need that engine of those out of town people because that was a lot of noise right now. Here we go. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flags of NAR's cooperating associations.
Hello there, New Hampshire. How are you out there? What an amazing addition of the... Let's give him another round of applause. That was just... Oh. That was just absolutely phenomenal. Great speech. You know, next Saturday is a very special day. And it's even more special in my family. And a quick reason. My grandfather served in World War I. He was a member of the 7th Cavalry. And the 7th Cavalry was the last people in World War I, the last person who died in battle. His friend died at 10:59 a.m. The armistice was signed at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. on the 11th day of the 11th month. They later changed the Armistice Day to Veterans Day. And today, we honor this day for the many of millions of American soldiers who not only died, but served for freedom of our country. It's a very special day to honor you all. I'd like to take a moment and just ask every veteran here to please stand. Please stand. Keep standing. Thank you so much. But please stay standing. Stay standing for 1 minute. I want to do one more thing. Every person here that had a brother, that had a sister, a mother, a father, a nephew, a cousin, a family member, served in a war or in a service for our great country. Please stand. Look at this. That's America. Yes. Give yourselves a round of applause. Great. Oh. Almost everybody in this room is standing. Everybody. We're all touched. America is the greatest nation in the earth. So next Saturday, during Veterans Day, take a minute. Take 5 minutes out of your busy schedule. Just sit there. Say a silent prayer. Say thank you to all those who made it so we could be here today celebrating this country. Thank you all for serving. Thank you all for sacrificing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's with great honor I get to introduce a very lovely lady, our 2017 Vice President of Association Affairs, a very good friend, a lovely lady, Miss Beth Pierce. Beth.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom. Every year, Realtor Magazine recognizes 10 realtors for dedicating years of service and improving the lives of others through their volunteer work. They are, of course, your good neighbors. Since 2000, we've honored more than 180 winners and honorable mentions. Now, this is the new group, and we have some wonderful news. These neighbors have been awarded more than $1.1 million in grant money to their charities. And this year, Good Neighbors, these Good Neighbors have raised and donated a combined total of $48 million to help the people that they serve. If you think for a moment about the impact that these realtors have made from coast to coast and even all over the world by contributing their time, their efforts to helping improve other people's quality of life. Now we'd like to share with you the work of these Good Neighbor winners with a video, and they have demonstrated to us every day the power of one person to make a difference. Let's take a look at their outstanding work.
Since the year 2000, Realtor magazine has named 90 extraordinary people as winners of the Good Neighbor Award and has awarded more than $1.1 million to the charitable organizations they lead. Supported by sponsors Realtor.com and Wells Fargo, the Good Neighbor Award is given each year to 5 Realtors who make extraordinary contributions to their communities through volunteer service. Neighborhoods all over the world and the lives of the people who live in them have been improved immensely by the unwavering commitment of these selfless volunteers. Realtor magazine is proud to support the work of all the winners and is pleased to announce 5 new members of this growing society. The 2017 Good Neighbor Award winners.
You have one chance in your life to be a kid, and you shouldn't have that taken away from you.
Realtor Louise McLean lives in an area known for beautiful beaches and rocket launches, but a news report she saw in 2011 about homeless children made her wonder if there was something she was missing in her own backyard.
Coming out of the recession that we had just come out of and coming in and out of all of the short sales and the foreclosures, it made me start thinking in my mind, where were those children? So the next day I called our schools foundation and I asked them, I said, do we have homeless children in Brevard County?
The answer is stunning.
We have 2,300 students who are considered homeless.
And we have homeless students in virtually every school.
Whether that means that they're living in a tent or living in a motel or living in a shelter, or they may be doubled up with another family. It does impact their learning, and it impacts their attendance, and it impacts their stress level.
So it's very important that there's stability brought to these children's lives, and school is one major place that it can happen with the right kinds of supports.
So Louise set out to find ways to fund that support.
And I said, well, what is it that you guys need? Because with a simple email, I can reach out to over 3,000 realtors in our county, and within 2 months, we had $12,000. And the realtors were that passionate about it. They asked me to form an official committee through our board of realtors. And I'm like, y'all are crazy. I've never done anything like this before. I've never chaired anything. I have no clue what I'm doing.
Louise had more than a clue. She's had the vision and commitment to lead the Space Coast Association of Realtors Charitable Foundation through 6 years of successful fundraising.
After our event that we do this year, we will be close to $500,000 that we've raised for the specific needs of the children.
Including food, backpacks, school supplies, bus passes, funds for field trips, as well as things like prom.
They had available a huge inventory of free prom dresses, and just being able to wear that and just experience prom feeling as good as I was feeling was just magical, to be honest.
I've never seen her look at herself like that before. And this was bestowed upon my daughter, our family, from complete strangers.
I think that what kids can pick up from this is that they matter.
There are people who are looking out for you, and there are people who can help you, and that you're not really alone.
That sense of hope and happiness that someone cares about them enough to do that, it just brings tears to my eyes right now. Louise is an angel because not everybody realizes that these are issues. Even people who realize it, not everybody actually does something about it.
You know, I think that some people might think, oh, I don't have time for that, or I don't know how to do that. And I'll be the first one to tell you that, sorry. When you know that you're making a difference in somebody's life, I think that that's all you need to do to push you forward and to continue helping people.
If a young person goes to junior high, 60% of them will drop out before they go to high school. And they may have to walk 13 miles to get to school.
In 1998, Realtor Bryson Garbett's business was on an upswing. To celebrate, he booked a family vacation.
We were all set to go, and then my wife heard about a group that was going to go to Mexico. So we brought it up to our kids and had them vote.
Do you want to go to Disney World or do humanitarian work?
Amazingly enough, they would rather go to Mexico. It's a decision that changed our lives. We saw parents that wanted something different for their children, and they had no idea how to do it. So after working there for a week, we came home and just couldn't get that experience out of our mind, and we said, what can we do to help?
To help, Bryson created a foundation.
Foundation Escalera is on a mission to improve lives through education.
We help young people move up the ladder of life, and that's why we call it Escalera. That's Spanish for ladder.
What started with a few scholarships for children to attend boarding school grew into help for an entire region.
We went down to Chiapas, which is the southernmost state and it's the poorest part of Mexico.
There's 8 different Mayan dialects, and if they can continue to secondary school, they'll learn Spanish.
Somebody who goes to high school will earn 10% more than their peers who didn't for every year they stay in school across their lifetime.
Earning their high school education means students will be less likely to marry as teenagers and more likely to get a promising job.
Now they can encourage their children to go to school. They can teach their children Spanish, and it makes the families stronger.
Ending this cycle of poverty hasn't been easy. For students that had to travel hours just to receive an education, Escalera has built more than 175 schools that serve over 29,000 local students.
Escalera built a classroom in my community, and more young people now have the opportunity to study. Escalera helps lots of students so they do not drop out of school.
To help even more students and further change the mindset regarding education, Escalera has provided over 70,000 scholarships to cover entrance exams and enrollment fees.
Escalera has been very supportive with scholarships to help me and my friends, as well as others in my community, continue to study.
Bryson continues to help raise the funds necessary to provide hope for these students.
Our trade partners contribute 0.5% of the work that they do with Garbett Homes, and we match that.
Through Escalera, he's changed the lives of 100,000 students.
He's a busy guy, but he takes a lot of his own personal time, flies down there frequently. He wants to spend time learning about the students that are part of our program.
Bryson? I admire Bryson a lot, and I want to thank him for everything he has done.
In the future, I want to help people like Bryson does. I would like to be like him one day.
I can't imagine not having the money to be able to take that child to the right hospital or the right doctor because you can't pay.
To address this need, in 1988, Realtor Howard Hottie Hanna co-founded the Children's Free Care Fund to raise money for care at the Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh.
When a child is sick, the entire family is in need of healing. And I like to think of the Free Care Fund as just part of that medicine, because what we don't want them worrying about is whether they can afford to pay for their bills.
Michael was in pain 24/7 with no relief. Michael was diagnosed with very rare autoimmune disease affecting the nervous system called stiff person syndrome.
I didn't know when it was going to end, what was going to happen.
If we had had to deal with financial aspects on top of that, it would have been just too much for us to handle.
Knowing families would travel from all over the world, Hottie helped found Family House, which has housed more than 200,000 family members.
It provides affordable housing. It gives them a support network. Like everything else that Hottie does, it's all about providing comfort and support.
To further help those families, Hottie funded the Howard Hanna Healing Garden.
Michael really couldn't escape the floor because he was on medication. It was great that he could actually go outside, get a breath of fresh air, just a change of scenery. It was actually beautiful.
As Howard Hanna Real Estate continues to grow, so does their charitable impact.
When the Hanna real estate market expanded, it was no different. Hottie goes in and he gets personally involved.
The first connection that he made in the community was with our children's hospital. Hottie inspired
over 1,000 realtors in the Buffalo marketplace. We collectively began to put together a huge event.
They have golf events, they've got bowling events, they've got wine tasting parties.
Every office is basically charged with doing some type of fundraising.
What started as a simple potluck that raised $3,500 for one hospital has erupted into donations exceeding $14 million for 11 different hospitals in 8 states.
I gotta pinch myself still. We've had 3 back-to-back years over $1 million, you know.
When I met Hadi, it was hard to believe that this was also somebody leading one of the largest real estate companies. The amount of time that he spends, I feel like he works full-time for the hospital.
It's a gift. He's extremely busy and spends so much effort helping other people.
Sometimes I get blamed at the office of spending more time on children's hospital work than I do at Howard Hanna Real Estate.
I don't know how places like Children's Hospital would actually get along without people like Mr. Hanna.
We really believe as realtors we owe a lot back to communities we serve.
There's a great woundedness in our communities, and every community is facing this.
As a chaplain for the Ventura County Fire Department, Realtor Kay Wilson Bolton experienced a call that compelled her to stand up for the homeless in her town of Santa Paula, California.
Christmas Eve morning, 2008, I was on a call for a homeless man who had died in one of our churches. What followed that was an awareness of what was going on in my community and something I was not aware of, and as it turned out, hardly anybody was, and we decided to do something about that. So we started with a meal, which began 2 weeks later, and I remember standing in the church that night and just wondering if anybody would come, and so they did, and I started walking them. It's still kind of emotional to remember watching them walk towards us, knowing that we had something they needed and were actually willing to offer it. And offer it we did.
That first meal served 57 people. Today, the spirit of Santa Paula's Many Meals program serves 600 meals every Wednesday in a local church.
We have about 50 volunteers through the day that make this happen. And we have a fabulous food pantry where people who come in can take food supplies home.
The program has grown to include a drop-in center for the homeless that is open daily and is run out of the back of Kay's office.
The front 1,500 square feet is for real estate, and then the back 1,500 square feet is perfect for the work of Spirit of Santa Paula, which includes a kitchen, dining room, but it's just a whole service that we provide that's more like family.
It's a struggle for every homeless person that's out here, but Kay always has a door open for them and always waiting for them.
The bottom line of what we try to do is give them hope and give them a touch of humanity and grace and mercy.
People out on the street know I can always be forgiven and I can always get a warm meal and a smile at Kay's. And that really goes far.
I was hungry. I was homeless. She started helping me out, just build myself up. If it wasn't for her, I don't think I'd be where I'm at right now. I have a job, I'm a supervisor. It's beautiful.
Kay put so much trust in me and so much love and so much faith. She doesn't just open her heart, she opened her office to me. And you start to rebuild yourself.
Being with her, it gave me an opportunity to grow up. And I became a member of this church. I'm a deacon here now, and it's a whole different world. It's a beautiful world.
We help them by building some self-confidence, knowing that when they walk back in the door, somebody's going to be glad to see them.
Kay is probably the most forgiving person I've ever met. She wakes up every day and loves the world again.
My goal is to be that warm fire that people are drawn to.
Giving the homeless a face to show, hey, these are just people. They're mothers, fathers, brothers, uncles, aunts. Too often, they are the forgotten. Spirit of Santa Paula, people like Kay, they're not going to let them be forgotten.
The latest I've ever knocked on somebody's door is 1:30 in the morning, and when you're there to turn their utilities on, they welcome you with open arms.
Realtor Sal DiMaselli knocks on a lot of doors. It's part of a quest to fight poverty and the fulfillment of a promise he made as a child.
As I was growing up, I watched my mom cry a lot while we were evicted a few times. Our utilities were shut off. We would run out of food. And when I was 12 years old, I made a promise to God saying that I will never forget the hard times and I will always help other people.
Today, Sal honors that promise through his work with The Time Is Now to Help, a charity he founded in 1989.
We help on average, about 500 people a year.
We help out with utilities, we help out with food, rent, car repairs, and we help out with all the necessities of life.
Sal responds to requests by personally verifying the need. And when it's confirmed, the help is quick, generous, and thorough.
Here's 3 months' rent. Here's $500 for that. I also brought you some gift cards.
That helps a lot. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome.
You're an angel.
The reason why I call Time Is Now is because I find out their need and I help them right then and there.
My husband had passed away unexpectedly, and we were getting behind on our everything. He helped us with the rent, helped with gas to get to work. He gave us some gift cards for food.
What we're going to do is be that bridge. We're going to bridge that financial gap of getting her caught up on her bills and her utilities. We're not just a Band-Aid. I want to do a budget with them. I sit down, I go over all their income that they may have. I go over all their expenses. Sometimes they need to move. They need to get into a cheaper rental.
Noreen Roth lives alone in a house that's falling apart.
That's mold. We gotta get you out of here. She's living in a home that's completely run down, and so we're getting her relocated.
He's a wonderful person. A lot of things I couldn't do on my own. It was really wonderful to get the help I needed.
Through donor contributions and $5 million of his own money, Sal has assisted 20,000 people. People like Laurel, whose 2-year-old son had leukemia.
It was really hard having to try to work. He was really scared being in the hospital without his mom there. It was hard for him in the beginning.
What we did is we stepped in, we talked to their employment, we paid for her rent, we helped her with her utilities so she could spend her time loving her little boy.
Even after he has been able to be home and he's in remission right now, Sal still has helped me financially.
It's a miracle. I think he's an angel. I've never seen anyone help somebody so much.
And I used to watch my mom cry a lot. When she was still alive, she was able to see all the people we helped, and she would smile. And right now in spirit, she's still with me, and I do this for her.
Aren't they incredible? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go off script and tell you that I'm going to bring each one out individually so you can thank them all yourselves. So please help me to welcome your 2017 Good Neighbors. From Merrick Island, Florida, Louise McLean. And from Salt Lake City, Utah, Bryson Garbett. And from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Howard Hadi Hanna. And wearing her fire department chaplain uniform from Santa Paula, California, please welcome Kay Wilson Bolton. And last but certainly not least, from Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, Sal DiMichelli. want to thank the sponsors of the Good Neighbor Awards, Realtor.com and Wells Fargo Home Mortgage. Thanks to their generosity, each of these winners' charities will receive a $10,000 grant. Please help me thank them for their support. And most importantly, thank you, good neighbors. You do us proud. You do. We are exceptionally proud to have them demonstrate to the world the work that the positive difference of our realtors make every day in contributing to this country. Congratulations. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome my partner and your Vice President 2017 for Government Affairs, Kevin Sears.
Thank you very much, Beth. So each year, our state territorial associations recognize one member who has done exceptional work to advance the association, the industry, and our profession. This means members personify what it means to be the best in the real estate industry. Now, let's meet your 2017 Realtors of the Year.
From Alabama, Bruce Sanford, Marshall County Board of Realtors. From Alaska, Errol Champion, Southeast Alaska Board of Realtors. From Arizona, Paula Montefer, Northern Arizona Association of Realtors. From Arkansas, William B. Olson, Batesville Board of Realtors. From California, Jeff McIntosh, Pacific West Association of Realtors. From Colorado, Bonnie Smith, Summit Association of Realtors. From Connecticut, Sandy Mayer Shady, New Haven Middlesex Association of Realtors. From Delaware, Bob McVeigh, Sussex County Association of Realtors. From District of Columbia, Angela Jones, Greater Capital Area Association of Realtors. From Florida, Mady Vesey, Miami Association of Realtors. From Georgia, Stephen Walker, Fayette County Board of Realtors. From Guam, John Dueñas, Guam Association of Realtors. From Hawaii, Dale Bordner, Honolulu Board of Realtors. From Idaho, Carrie Farmer, Boise Regional Realtors. From Illinois, Sue Miller, Heartland Realtor Organization. From Indiana, Kathy Hall, Mybor Realtor Association. From Iowa, Ken Clark, Des Moines Area Association of Realtors. From Kansas, Chris Rost, Great Plains Association of Realtors. From Kentucky, Norman Jones, Eastern Kentucky Association of Realtors. From Louisiana, Matthew Ritchie, Central Louisiana Board of Realtors. From Maine, Sam Mitchell, Mid-Coast Board of Realtors. From Maryland, Tim Knobloch, Greater Capital Area Association of Realtors. From Massachusetts, Barb Davis Hassan, Berkshire County Board of Realtors. From Michigan, Tom Kotzian, North Oakland County Board of Realtors. From Minnesota, Len Sarvella, Duluth Area Association of Realtors. From Mississippi, Watkins Wild, Southwest Mississippi Board of Realtors. From Missouri, Joyce Thomas, South Central Board of Realtors. From Montana, John Herring, Missoula Organization of Realtors. From Nebraska, Al Avery, Grand Island Board of Realtors. From Nevada, Greg Martin, Elko County Association of Realtors. From New Hampshire, Jim Lee, Seacoast Board of Realtors. From New Jersey, Kathleen Morin, Metro Center Association of Realtors. From New Mexico, Richard Randalls, Realtors Association of New Mexico. From New York, John Vernazza, Staten Island Board of Realtors. From North Carolina, Lou Baldwin, Winston-Salem Regional Association of Realtors. From North Dakota, Kristen Oben, Bismarck-Mandan Board of Realtors. From Ohio, Seth Task, Akron-Cleveland Association of Realtors. From Oklahoma, Debbie Lynn Benton, Duncan Association of Realtors. From Oregon, Colin Milan, Rogue Valley Association of Realtors. From Pennsylvania, Ronald F. Crowshore, Realtors Association of Metropolitan Pittsburgh. From Puerto Rico, Suhey Martinez, Mid-Island Association of Realtors. From Rhode Island, Dwayne Boucher, Northern Rhode Island Board of Realtors. From South Carolina, David Kent, Charleston Trident Association of Realtors. From South Dakota, Ryan Krogman, East Central South Dakota Realtors. From Tennessee, Randall C. Thomas, Northeast Tennessee Association of Realtors. From Texas, Dave Dalzell, Abilene Board of Realtors. From Utah, Ryan Kirkham, Salt Lake Board of Realtors. From Vermont, Julie Citron, South Center Vermont Board of Realtors. From the Virgin Islands, Ava Bordone, St. Croix Board of Realtors. From Virginia, Patricia Surrey, Charlottesville Area Association of Realtors. From Washington, Tyler McKenzie, Seattle King County Realtors. From West Virginia, David Roof, Huntington Board of Realtors. From Wisconsin, Eric Showall, Realtors Association of South Central Wisconsin. From Wyoming, Nancy Clancy, Teton Board of Realtors. And from the Philippines, Evangeline Yia, Chamber of Real Estate and Builders Associations.
I can tell you personally that in 2006, when I walked out on this stage as a Realtor of the Year, it was one of the most proud moments that I've had. And so now, without further ado, here they are, your 2017 Realtors of the Year. Out there, Sandy. How about our Realtors of the Year? Now it's my pleasure to bring back on stage our 2017 Vice President of Association of Fears, my partner in crime, Beth Pierce. Beth?
Is this you or me? Okay. You may have heard our 2017's President Bill Brown is recovering from double lung transplant surgery. Therefore, obviously, Bill was not able to attend the conference. However, he asked that we share with you this message.
Good afternoon, Realtors and friends. I'm Bill Brown, your 2017 NAR President. I'm so sorry I'm not able to join you in Chicago this week. Trust me, there's no place I'd rather be. When I was installed as NAR President a year ago, my inaugural address focused on the revolution occurring within our industry and how Realtors must drive innovation and embrace change. Given the warp speed of industry evolution in terms of technology, consumer behavior, market trends, just to name a few, I knew 2017 would be an unpredictable year for Realtors. But what I didn't anticipate was a personal revolution that lay ahead. To borrow a line from one of my heroes, John Lennon, life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. Never could I have predicted that I would miss this year's conference to recover from a double lung transplant. I still have to wear this feeding tube for a couple of weeks, but I am making great progress and I'm on the road to recovery. Yes, the last few months have been challenging, but then again, a revolution is never easy. Anyone who takes up arms, whether it be an individual or an industry, comes out changed. The revolution in my body this personal adversity, it's cleared my mind, and I'm focused on restoring my health to become the best possible version of myself. The same can be said for realtors and our association. The revolution our industry is currently waging ultimately will only make us stronger. Throughout 2017, realtors have strived to drive change. We've pushed to raise the bar in terms of professionalism and how we serve our customers and our communities. There's a lot to be proud of, and I want to thank you for your support, your service, and contributions. It's been an honor to serve as your 2017 president. On a personal note, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank those of you that have supported me post-surgery with visits, emails, prayers, texts, and Facebook posts. Realtors really are a family. Enjoy the rest of today's program and the rest of the conference. Thank you.
It's you and me.
It's you.
As many of you know, I've known Bill for many, many years, and I've always been astounded by his commitment to the Realtor family. But in the weeks that led up to Bill's surgery, and now during his recovery, Bill Brown has shown his true Realtor spirit. He's never complained. He's never once said, why this happens to me now, and he is just focused on his duties as NAR president. 72 hours after surgery, Bill was leading the leadership team. He was texting us. He was letting us know that he was back, and don't anybody think he wasn't there to do Realtor business. From his hospital room, he gave media interviews, and he hosted many conference calls. And in fact, he texted me earlier today, actually about 10 minutes before I was leaving, to remind you all, in his name, please respond to NAR's call for action. So log on, because you'll be doing it for Bill. Text ACTION 30644. And if you'll do it, you'll know you did Bill a personal favor. Thank you.
So I don't know where he gets his superhuman drive from, but it's extraordinary. The association has had a wonderful year under Bill's leadership. Driving a revolution, realtors have worked together to instigate an action, promote smart change, and protect realtors' interests. As Bill said in his video, there's a lot to be proud of.
While it's tough to summarize an entire year, we thought we'd provide you with a broad overview. So we're pleased to share NAR's annual report. No, it's not one of those big, thick things. It's really a very short video. So stay tuned.
Our industry is in the midst of a revolution in the sense of progress, discovery, change, innovation.
A Realtor talks tax reform on Capitol Hill.
Today we're discussing coming soon listings.
Until we fulfill your domestic destiny.
I mean, we'll sleep.
But not that soundly.
mortgage interest deduction and the fact that we need to protect that for our homeowners.
It's important we continue to protect private property rights so that the next generation of folks can continue to own and buy and sell real estate.
Thank you so much for helping us and helping homeowners like us to enjoy the American dream.
This is an exciting day for the National Association of Realtors. Bob Goldberg has taken over the reins as our association's new Chief Executive Officer.
I promise you, NAR is well positioned to lead this industry into the future.